Hello again, YouTube, long time no speak. I have got a very clingy dog with me today, as you can see. So please excuse me, she wants to go out, but not yet. Mama's got to do a YouTube video. Anywho, I can't remember the last time I did a YouTube video. It has been a very long time. My whole plan was to get on YouTube and start doing my whole pregnancy, and that plan just sort of went out the window. So yes, this video is going to be like a mini sort of pregnancy update, because obviously I am 37 weeks now, so I'm pretty much done with pregnancy. He could come sort of any day now. I don't even know if the last time I was on here we said it was a he. It's a he. Yes, we do have the name. No, we are not telling anyone. So yeah, I thought I would just update you all from there. So we'll start with my honest body update of how I am looking at 37 weeks pregnant. So this is my honest body update in probably the most honest pants, Lola, shush, honest pants I could find. If I put them like that, they kind of look alright, but then obviously this is what they really look like, and this is the reality of being pregnant. We'll leave them like that so you can see. So as you can see, bump is rather large. I'm rather out of breath already. If I was to sort of tense the core, you can kind of see a little bit of line there, so that's tense, and then relaxed. So we are very far forward, a little short of the booty, can't say there's much there anymore, a little bit of rolls. Oh, this is so breathtaking. So yes, this is honest bod at 37 weeks pregnant. I think I am getting a couple little stretch marks around where my belly button is. I don't know if you can see. It basically looks like I have 3 belly buttons. So that is my belly button, and then obviously that is where my bar used to be. Bad circulation. But yeah, I think I'm getting a couple little stretch marks there. I have a few in between my legs there. I've always sort of had stretch marks here, but other than that I haven't had any sort of on my body or anything just yet. But we have got 3 weeks and he is growing now, because I look huge compared to how I looked even a couple weeks ago. So yes, that is it. Right, that was so tiring, but now you know what I am physically looking at 37 weeks pregnant. Safe to say, very pregnant. I remember looking back at pictures that I'd posted at like 20-30 weeks, being like, oh look, a little bump, and I'm like, I'm flat. There is literally nothing there. But it's safe to say now I definitely have a bump. Come on then, go on, big jump. Okay, other side, big jump, come on, come here. Oh, so pampered. Ah, there we are, she'll just sit there. Oh, right, back to the story. So yeah, mini update on the whole pregnancy. So 37 weeks now. What has happened? So I have been so lucky, and I have not really had any issues throughout this pregnancy. I was at the hospital yesterday. I had some tenderness up here, predominantly on the right side, and I've been sort of feeling a little bit sick and having headaches, so they were all kind of signs to preeclampsia. I think that's how you say it. I really struggle pronouncing those words, which can be quite a severe condition. I won't go into detail on here. If you want, you can just obviously Google search it. But it can be quite dangerous. I called them up yesterday and said that obviously I was experiencing the tenderness, and just gave them all my symptoms. I had previously Googled them and seen the preeclampsia. They asked me if I had a history of it in my family, which I don't. I've not had any issues in my pregnancy. Some of the symptoms I didn't have, like the bleeding, but I did have the dizziness, the headaches, and obviously the tenderness up here. So they brought me in, done a urine test, and that did have a little bit of protein in it, which is basically the telltale sign of the preeclampsia. And they then ran some blood tests, which nearly made me pass out. So then we waited about an hour, and the results came back and everything was fine. They've said I could just be obviously where he's maybe dropping. I'm just sort of getting pulled and I'm just a bit tender, or I could have just pulled myself basically. But other than that, touch wood, I have not had any issues through this pregnancy. I've been so lucky. I've had a little bit of dizziness and feeling sick, and as you can hear, I get out of breath. But I'm like 83 kilos now, so I'm bound to get a little bit out of breath when I've got, what, like 15 kilos of extra body weight from before pregnancy. So, but other than that, I've been so lucky. So our bags are packed now, and I'm thinking of doing a YouTube video with what I have packed in my bags, because I found that so helpful. I was like, what the hell do I take? So all these videos telling you sort of what to take in your bag I find very helpful, so if that is a video you'd want to see, please let me know. We didn't buy a bag, we just used an old Nike bag that Ash has. It's got holes in it, but who cares? I'm not a designer woman, so a Nike bag, a big gym Nike bag, is good enough for us. So bag packed. We have also got the car seat in the car. You can see my baby out there, don't look at the number plate. And I'm actually really annoyed because the car seat that I wanted, I thought we'd bought a maxi cozy Isofix, and it is an Isofix, but it's not the Isofix that clips into the car, which is what I wanted. So I'm thinking when baby is here, potentially look to get that nearer the future, because I have this real fear of obviously him not being low enough, and then his obviously head dropping. And so whenever we do drive anywhere, because obviously I drive, Ash doesn't drive, Ash will be in the back with the baby. So yeah, that's just like a little fear of mine. But I've got a little car seat mirror as well to go on the back so I can see him. But I don't think I feel very confident at the minute not seeing him in there to see how he would position. The car seat and everything's fine, but the Isofix just doesn't lean back how I wanted. It's just not the one I wanted, so I think we will get another one of them. But the car seat's in and the car seat's ready for him. I am also off of work now, so I finished personal training on Thursday. It is now Tuesday, and I am a stay-at-home working pregnant lady. So that is obviously new and different, which is why I have more time to obviously create content on YouTube, which is what I plan to do. And obviously when baby is here as well, that is what I plan to do, is to get more into YouTube, because I love chatting. It does feel very strange not being at work. I was a personal trainer, I'm now doing purely online coaching, and I do miss my clients, but I 100% stopped work at the right time. It was getting quite physically demanding, trying to pick up stuff, and it didn't really slow down until the last couple of weeks. So I was still lifting about 6 hours a day, so it was very demanding getting towards the end. But now me and Bump are off and we get to relax a little bit more. Another thing I wanted to touch on here was my birth plan, because I've had quite a few people ask me what my birth plan is. And the thing is with birth plans is nothing can go to plan. I have had that attitude from the start, that obviously I do have an idea of what I would want to happen, but it may not go like that. I may have my waters break in bloody Tesco's and have to be taken in an ambulance. I may have something wrong and may have to be put in for a C-section, which is actually something I really don't want. C-sections really scare me. I don't know why, that's one thing I really don't want. Obviously if they say we're gonna have to do a C-section, okay, go for it, give me that needle, jam it in my back. But for me, I want to do it. I want to give birth to him. I want to complete the journey. And I just feel a little bit robbed if they were to obviously give me, a C-section. So yeah, that would not be the ideal. My ideal, what I have got on my birth plan, is water birth, and I've not said that I want any painkillers. I do want to try gas and air, because I've never tried gas and air, so I want to try that. But ideally I would love a water birth. I've heard really good things, and for me personally, I am such a water baby. I feel really chilled out in water, so that would be ideal for me. But unfortunately, if the pools aren't available, we're going to have to go for the next best thing, which is just a standard bed. I think me and Ash are going to get a private room, just because they're a lot more comfier and they're not actually expensive. So a private room where I can just listen to my own music and chill is what I want. But like I say, I'm not fixated on anything, because everything can change in a matter of seconds, and as long as I am okay and little man is okay, I'm happy. So like I say, today I'm officially 37 weeks, so we have got 3 weeks left until due date. Today's been the first day where I sort of sat down and was like, ooh, can I do this sort of thing? Like, I've been very chilled from the start, but now as it gets closer I am getting a bit more nervous, and especially that I'm having a boy, because even though obviously I did preferably want a boy, I've never really had to deal with baby boys. I had baby girl cousins, I've got 2 boy nephews now. I don't think I've ever changed a boy nappy, so I'm gonna be like, what do I do? Like, penis move? What? Like, I don't really know, but obviously I will know what to do. But now I'm just like, I've never had to deal with a boy, I've never had a child, am I gonna know what to do, sort of thing. So that just sort of hit me today, and yeah, I feel just a little bit nervous, and I think that's because obviously it's coming very close to it now. I'm very confident in mother's instinct. Like, I've always been very maternal, I love babies, and God, how much am I going to love this baby who's half of me and half of my lovers, my soulmates. So I'm just going to love him so much, and I think that's another reason why I'm getting a bit nervous now, is because I love him so much already and I haven't even met him, and I just want him to have everything. So I think maybe that's why as well, because it's a very strange feeling having a child inside of you and knowing that he is half of you and half of your significant other. I can't describe it. Like I say, my attitude from like the start has been everyone is different and every baby is different. So as much as I do enjoy hearing people's advice and their opinions on certain things, I think at the end of the day, this is my child and you are not me, I am me. Your baby is not him, he is him. So I think you just can't plan too far ahead. Like, Ash wanted to plan the sleep schedule and I was like, Ash, babe, how can we plan the sleep schedule? He's not here. We don't know how he's going to sleep. He could be perfect, he could be awful, we just don't know. Yes, my attitude is just chill. Chill, we'll find out when he's here and we'll just go from there. But we do have our antenatal class. You only get 1 class with the NHS, which is mad. From all the private antenatal classes that I've heard from people who have attended them, they're a bit more about the support network behind the birth and after the baby, rather than teaching you the stuff before the baby. So that is pretty much what you'd get with the NHS anyway. They sort of go through the basic stuff with you, and for me and Ash, I was like, I don't need friends. I don't really need pregnancy friends, so I'm quite happy to just do the 1 class and maybe look at additional breastfeeding classes, because that is what I plan to do as well. I plan to breastfeed, so maybe look at them if we do have any issues with that when he is here. So I think I have pretty much covered everything on here, my mini little 37 weeks pregnancy update. Like I say, I do plan to be more active on here. Now that I'm obviously not physically PTing, I will have a little bit more time before baby is here, but then when he is here, I know that things will get crazy, but I will still try and keep up with this, because I really do want to show people the journey, especially the journey from a young mum's perspective as well, because I am only 21. So yes, that is my plan with this channel. So I plan to do 1 video a week, and next week I am thinking of doing either like 5 things they don't tell you about being pregnant, because I can definitely say I have experienced some stuff that no one warned me about. Hospital bags, more about birthing plans, anything. So if anyone has any recommendations or any requests, anything they would like me to discuss on here, could be more fitness related, to do with obviously pregnancy or whatever, please let me know, and I'd be more than happy to accommodate. But thank you for watching my little update on mine and Bump's journey, and I will see you soon.